The night that will decide 4 nations. What if I told you? FIFA World Cup 2026 quarterfinals. There comes a moment in every FIFA World Cup when talent is no longer enough, when statistics lose their meaning, when history cannot score goals, and only courage remains. Tonight, England, Norway, Argentina, Switzerland. 4 nations. 4 completely different journeys. One identical dream. To stand just one step away from the FIFA World Cup final. England. The weight of history. England is more than a football team. It is the birthplace of football itself. Generations have grown up believing that every World Cup could finally become the year football comes home. This squad carries enormous expectation. Every player knows that millions of supporters expect greatness. Among England's biggest stars are creative playmakers, clinical finishers, and leaders who have performed on football's biggest stages. Their challenge is not only to play well, but to remain calm when the pressure becomes overwhelming. Norway. The fearless challengers. Norway has become one of the most inspiring stories of this tournament. Many doubted they could reach the quarterfinals. But football has never been decided on paper. Norway has relied on fearless football, discipline, and unity. Their biggest weapon is belief. Every successful tackle, every counterattack, every save, has convinced this squad that anything is possible. They are not here simply to participate. They are here to make history. Argentina. Football is an emotion. Few countries live football the way Argentina does. From neighborhood streets to packed stadiums, football is part of everyday life. The pressure of wearing the Argentine shirt is unlike almost anywhere else in the world. Every generation dreams of creating unforgettable memories. Argentina's attack is built around intelligent movement, creativity, and the ability to produce moments of brilliance. When the game becomes difficult, great players find extraordinary solutions. That has always been part of Argentina's football identity. Switzerland. Europe's silent warriors. Switzerland rarely receives the same global attention as football's traditional giants. Yet every tournament they continue proving one important lesson. Discipline defeats arrogance. Patience defeats panic. Teamwork defeats individual reputation. Their players understand that knockout football rewards concentration above everything else. They defend together. They attack together. And they never stop believing. That mentality has carried them into one of the biggest matches in their football history. The tactical battlefield. Quarterfinals are rarely won through emotion alone. Managers spend months preparing for nights like these. England will look to control possession and dictate the rhythm. Norway will search for transitions and moments to punish mistakes. Argentina will rely on creativity, movement between the lines, and quick attacking combinations. Switzerland will attempt to close every dangerous space, remain compact, and strike when opportunities appear. This is football's greatest chess match. One tactical adjustment, one substitution, one moment of inspiration, may decide everything. The World Cup creates legends. Football history remembers the brave. It remembers the players who stepped forward when millions were watching. Every World Cup has produced unforgettable heroes. Heroes whose names are remembered long after the final whistle. Tonight, another chapter waits to be written. Another generation waits to discover its heroes. The question is no longer who has the biggest reputation. The question is, who will rise when the pressure reaches its highest point? Because history never waits. It belongs only to those courageous enough to seize the moment. That tonight, millions of dreams will survive, and millions more will be shattered forever. This is not just another football night. This is the FIFA World Cup quarterfinal. The stage where heroes are remembered forever. And where even the smallest mistake can become a nation's greatest heartbreak. 4 nations have arrived. Only 2 will continue. England. A football nation carrying decades of expectation. A team determined to prove that history can be written once again. Standing in their path. Norway. The fearless underdog. A team that has turned doubt into belief and belief into one of the most remarkable World Cup journeys of recent years. Then, another giant battle awaits. Argentina. A nation where football is more than a sport. It is emotion. It is identity. It is life. Every child grows up dreaming of wearing the famous blue and white shirt. Every supporter believes that every World Cup is another chance to create history. But dreams alone never win football matches. Standing across the pitch. Switzerland. Calm. Discipline. Relentless. A team that does not chase headlines. A team that quietly waits for the perfect moment to strike. Tonight, legacy meets ambition. Passion meets discipline. History meets opportunity. And somewhere beyond these 90 minutes, the road to football immortality continues. The superstars who carry a nation. Football has always belonged to dreamers. But every generation also creates players capable of changing everything with one unforgettable moment. For England, every attack carries the expectation that a single flash of brilliance can unlock even the strongest defense. For Norway, belief grows with every fearless run, every crucial interception, and every chance created against the odds. Across the second quarterfinal, Argentina's creative stars carry the hopes of millions, while Switzerland relies on collective discipline, tactical intelligence, and relentless teamwork to challenge one of football's traditional powers. In knockout football, reputations can inspire, but performances decide everything, because the World Cup has never promised victory to the biggest name. It rewards the team that performs when the pressure is at its highest. One night, 4 different dreams. Some players have waited their entire lives for this moment. Some may never experience it again. A single tackle could save a nation. A single pass could create history. A single goal could echo through generations. This is why billions stop everything to watch the FIFA World Cup. Not because the outcome is certain, but because anything is possible. As the floodlights shine across 2 incredible stadiums. As the supporters raise their voices one final time. As the captains lead their teams onto the pitch. The countdown reaches 0. History no longer belongs to the past. It belongs to those brave enough to seize it. The superstars who can change history. The camera slowly focuses on the players as they warm up. The crowd grows louder. Slow motion shots capture determined faces, coaches giving instructions, and children wearing national jerseys in the stands. Narrator. Every World Cup has its heroes. Some are already global superstars. Others become legends overnight. Tonight, every eye is on the players capable of changing football history with one unforgettable moment. England's stars. England enters this quarterfinal with one of the most talented squads in world football. Harry Kane remains one of the game's most complete strikers. His finishing, vision, and leadership make him dangerous every time he touches the ball. Jude Bellingham has become one of the world's finest midfielders. Calm under pressure, powerful in possession, and capable of controlling the rhythm of the biggest matches, he represents the future of English football. Bukayo Saka brings pace, creativity, and fearless attacking play. One run, one cross, or one shot could completely change the game. Every England supporter believes these stars can deliver when the pressure reaches its highest level. Norway's hope. Norway's journey has been built around belief and teamwork, but they also possess players capable of competing with the very best. Erling Haaland is one of the most feared strikers in world football. His strength, movement, and finishing ability mean that even a single chance can become a goal. Alongside him, Ødegaard provides intelligence and creativity. His vision, passing range, and ability to unlock defenses make him Norway's midfield heartbeat. Together, they symbolize Norway's dream of reaching heights never achieved before. Argentina's football identity. Argentina arrives carrying the weight of expectation. The spotlight naturally falls on Julián Álvarez, whose relentless work rate and finishing have made him a key attacking threat. In midfield, Enzo Fernández provides control, composure, and the ability to dictate the pace of the game. The squad also relies on experienced leaders and talented young players who understand that representing Argentina means carrying the hopes of millions. Every pass, every tackle, every goal, could become part of football history. Switzerland's silent strength. Switzerland may not always dominate the headlines, but they possess players capable of changing a match through intelligence and discipline. Granit Xhaka brings leadership, experience, and composure to the midfield. Manuel Akanji anchors the defense with calm decision-making and excellent positioning, often preventing danger before it develops. Switzerland's greatest strength is not one individual. It is the collective belief that every player has a role, and every role matters. One moment is enough. Quarterfinals are rarely decided by dozens of chances. Sometimes, one brilliant pass, one spectacular save, one perfectly timed tackle, or one unstoppable finish, is enough to change everything. Tonight, the world's biggest stars carry enormous expectations. But football has taught us one lesson again and again. The hero of the night is not always the biggest name. Sometimes, history chooses someone nobody expected. And that is why billions of people cannot look away from the FIFA World Cup.